Welcome back to the Operatory podcast for our second interview with Allison Lacoursiere from Clear Coaching. Thank you for being here, Allison. Very much appreciate it.
Thank you
Uh,
for having me.
I just realized that it's pretty appropriate that we're doing the first Zoom podcast with you because it's visual versus our normal auditory podcast. And we're talking about your platform of choice for marketing, which is Instagram, which is also visual. And I know that what we really wanted to focus on in this podcast was on sort of the workflow of once you get patients engaged on the platform, how do you convert them into a new patient? Which I'm sure is, that's the that's the end game. That's what we're trying to do. Is it's not just about boomerang videos and pictures of kittens. We're trying to get people into your practice, and so. Uh, how would you recommend dentists start off doing that?
Yeah, that's such a good question. And it's a question that I get asked a lot, not only for new patients, but for also like marketing a specific product. And most of the time on Instagram, it's clear aligners. And so how do you get your patient to go from your Instagram platform to actually book an appointment with you and come to your office? And so there's a couple of different strategies. Like the first one is you have to create a nice looking Instagram page that's professional, that your digital resume, I like to always say, looks the part. It's representing you in your office well. And you're creating engagement with your audience. And then it's giving them a consistent call to action. And so you can start off by asking questions like, do you love your smile? Is there anything you would change about your smile? And actually run a poll on your story and see who answers. And so if you have an audience and they answer, you can actually follow up directly with those people to say, hey, I see that you said you don't like your smile. Please feel free to book through the link in my bio for a free consultation, a free virtual consultation. And so really the magic is with millennials or the younger generations, like we want things now and we want things to be easy and we want to book it online. So give us a way to click through and book something right now. And so with Instagram, you create your post, you create your strategy, you give the call to actions, and you're constantly engaging in stories that are allowing your audience to click, to answer, to give you information. And then you have a place for them in your Instagram that is a clickable link that will take them directly to a virtual consult. And so over COVID, one of my clients and I, we decided to run a clear aligner promotion. And we were like, we don't know how this is going to look. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Let's run a promotion for Invisalign over Instagram. And we started 32 cases in 3 weeks. And the patients booked through the link in the Instagram from us promoting Invisalign before and after photos. We talked about, are you happy with your smile? Did you know that this is the cost of the clear aligners? Like you can get them for only this a month. And so we were able to like mass educate a ton of people and then give them a call to action to book through the Instagram, book the virtual consult, and get started in the practice as soon as the practice opened. The practice wasn't even open when we ran this.
Wow,
And so it
that's
just
amazing.
shows the power of this platform.
Wow. So a lot to unpack there. Obviously, we at Opera DDS and Tooth Apps Teledentistry do a ton with virtual consults, and I believe strongly that it's a safe way for patients to come in. Not safe meaning no contamination, which of course it's that, but safe meaning people have fear, they have anxiety. If they might be embarrassed about their smiles, right? And so larger cases like clear aligner cases, oftentimes they want to have that sort of safe, easy first step to contact your office so they feel comfortable. It sounds to me, and this is kind of I'm projecting, but like a poll is sort of a friendly way to get them in. Then once you follow up with a virtual consultation, that's the sort of the next easy step. And then if you do like a video chat, like what we're doing right now through a teledentistry application, like we have an Opera DDS and Tooth Apps, you can actually have a personal connection. And then, I mean, when the patient comes in the office, they're already 90% of the way to going forward with treatment. Do you agree?
Exactly. And we even implemented a strategy to get them to pay like a nominal fee of like, it was $199 to book their records in the practice. Like, you know, we're not trying to book people that aren't serious. We've had this virtual consult. We've seen your photos. We've identified from this surface level that you could be a candidate for clear aligners. To book to find out for sure and get everything started is $299 or $199, pay over this credit card link. And so when patients did that, they didn't say no afterwards.
I think that's a huge point for offices, and I know that because I have done it wrong a lot. Where you think that leading with something free is beneficial, but all you do is get sort of tire kickers or people who aren't really interested in the treatment. They just have more time than money to come in and talk about this, and they're not really serious about it. And so I think the tip you gave of having $199 down payment on your on getting the records, I think is phenomenal. So you also mentioned a call to action. So do you offer typically some type of discount along with the teleconsults and polling?
Yeah, so it like the poll for the story really is just to like provide engagement for your audience, for them to start thinking about their own smiles, for them to like answer your questions so that you can directly engage with them. And then offering free virtual consults. And what I do with a lot of practices is just help them run a promotion. Like September is an amazing time to run a promotion. I've run many successful promotions in September, back to school, back to routine. Let's get your kids in to get clear aligners. Like running a promotion in September is amazing. And running a promotion over Instagram is really, really effective. And so that's where kind of like the discount will come in, is like, if you're doing anything in your office, like free whitening, discounted whitening, 2-for-1 whitening, any kind of like discount you have, run it through your Instagram promotion and marketing material, because the people that are going to see it will be your millennials. They're going to be the people that want things now. They're going to be the people that are looking at those before and afters and saying like, I want that. Like clear aligners have allowed dentistry to become a consumer industry rather than very much like you need to just go to the dentist and it's not fun. Instagram is allowing us to educate our patients and people about like the other things that dentistry can provide.
That's great. And I know you train team members in your Get Clearly Visible workshop, right? So could you talk a little bit of what's in the workshop and how people can find out more?
Yes, 100%. So you can find out about the workshop at my Instagram handle, Your Clear Aligner Coach, or you can find it at workshop.yourclearalignercoach.com. And in the workshop, I have Instagram basics. So if you've never used Instagram before, start with the basics, learn the platform. And then I have a 6-hour course where we dive into your content strategy. We identify the 5 things that make you unique as a dentist, as a provider, as a practice. We identify what your call to actions are going to be. Where are your patients going to be clicking to? How are you going to be getting them to connect from Instagram into your practice? And so that 6-hour workshop like deep dives into how your Instagram should look and how to, as the doctor or the provider or the practice owner, do the minimum amount of work and then hand it off to a virtual assistant or your teammate. The best case scenario is to have a millennial in your practice that just takes that strategy and can do that in practice with the dentist or the practice owner kind of like giving that input. And so I teach it all along the way, and you walk out with your actual content strategy almost finished. So I give time to work on it in the class so that you can walk out really confident in what you're about to do.
Well, I love that perspective, and I think that pretty much every dental practice has somebody that they go, oh, you know, he or she's going to be the person that runs it. And your course would allow the dentist to get that sort of high level of oversight that you recommend, and then delegate it to somebody else. And so, thanks. I think it's great information, Allison. Appreciate you being on the podcast.
Thanks for having me. I look forward to seeing you in my workshop.
Me too. Yes. So find out more. Instagram is Your Clear Aligner Coach. You're right. Your Clear Aligner Coach, and workshop.yourclearalignercoach.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you.